Welcome to the Psychic Pinup Podcast, the anything and everything spiritual podcast where we dive into hot topics, readings, viewer questions, and more. Thank you for tuning in. Now, sit back, relax, and let's dive right into it.
Welcome back to the Anything and Everything Spiritual Podcast. My name is Linda. I'm also known as the Psychic Pinup. Thank you for joining me today. Alrighty, let's talk about something that no one really wants to admit they are going through. But so many of us are. I'm also finding that this is quite a common theme when I am doing a lot of my readings lately also. So I figured today is a good day to talk about it. And what we are going to be talking about is the slow seasons, the quiet periods, and the moments where things that used to flow suddenly does not flow anymore. And particularly if you're in business, especially a soul-led business like mine, and possibly like yours, it can feel confronting because it's not just work slowing down. It can feel like you are slowing down, like something is off, like maybe you've done something wrong. But what if, just what if, that is not what is happening at all? What if when things slow down, Spirit is actually doing some of its most powerful work behind the scenes? I will ask for you to just sit with that and consider that from another perspective. Let's be honest for a second. When things slow down, what's the first thing that kicks in? It is panic. You start to question everything. You'll question, is it me? Have I lost it? Is my business over? Am I being forgotten? Do I need to do more, be more, show up more, fix something? And then what happens? We will go into overdrive. And this is when we start pushing, posting more, forcing content, trying to control outcomes. Energetically, all this comes from fear, not alignment. And here's the thing. Spirit does not work in panic energy. Spirit works in alignment, timing, and trust. So the very first thing we think will fix it, in inverted commas, fix it, can actually create more resistance. What if instead of seeing a slowdown as something going wrong, we see it as something being recalibrated? Because that is what this often is, an energetic reset, a realignment, a pause that is intentional, not accidental. Sometimes Spirit slows things down because you are about to shift direction. You have outgrown your current level. You need to anchor into a new identity, or you simply need to just catch up with yourself. Because let's be real, growth isn't just about expansion. It's also about integration. And if you keep expanding without integrating, you will burn out. You will disconnect and you will lose your alignment. So sometimes things slow down so you can come back into alignment before things speed up again. I think that once you are at peace with that, this is where the real work is. Trust. Because it is easy to trust when everything is flowing. We know that. When the bookings are coming in, when people are engaging, when things feel good. We all know that feeling. But real trust, that shows up when nothing is happening. When it is quiet. When you are sitting in the unknown. And you have a choice. We all do. I will ask you, do you trust what you cannot see? Or do you try to control what you are afraid of? Not sure? Let's look at it this way. Control will say to you, I need to fix this right now. Trust says, I know something is happening even if I can't see it. And I get it. Trust can feel uncomfortable because it requires you to not have all the answers. But Spirit doesn't need you to have all the answers. It needs you to stay aligned. Just because things look quiet does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, some of the most powerful shifts happen in the unseen. People are watching you quietly. People are thinking about booking. People are going through their own processes before they come to you. Opportunities are aligning, connections are forming, energy is shifting. But because you cannot see it yet, you assume it is not happening. And that's where we trip ourselves up. Because we measure progress by visible results instead of energetic movement. And Spirit? Spirit works energetically first, physically second. So there is always a gap between what's aligning and what's arriving. I would like to talk to you about the signs because they are not always loud either. They are subtle, but they matter. Now, you might feel a pull to rest more, a desire to change direction, ideas start to drop out of nowhere, a detachment from things that used to matter, a deeper connection to yourself. You might notice different types of people starting to engage with you. Old patterns falling away, clarity slowly coming through, your intuition getting stronger. Now, these are not signs that things are falling apart. They are signs that things are shifting, realigning, becoming something new for you. So what do you actually do in these moments? First, just stop making it mean something negative, because the meaning you attach to it creates your experience of it. Secondly, stay connected. Not in a forced way, but in an aligned way. Show up because it feels right, not because you are trying to prove something. Thirdly, listen. This is where the downloads come in. This is where clarity comes through. not in the noise, but in the stillness. And fourthly, trust your timing. Not someone else's, not what you think should be happening, your timing. Because your path is not meant to look like anyone else's. Those of you who do follow me on social media may have noticed a change in the way that I am doing my work this year. I sat with Spirit at the beginning of the year. I went through all of those steps I just spoke about. I got the downloads. I got the clarity. I have changed the way I am doing my work. I'm in alignment with what I am meant to be doing. And I'm very happy about it. I know that everything that gets thrown at me, whether it be good, bad, I don't even call it bad. I know that it is happening for a reason. I know everything that crosses my path is for a reason. I trust what gets thrown at me. I see things differently. I see things through another perspective. I'm constantly talking about this to people who I'm doing readings for. I find that this is a common theme in my readings. So if you are in a slow season right now, I want you to hear this. Nothing has gone wrong. You are not behind. You are not losing it. You are being repositioned, realigned. You are being prepared. And just because you can't see the movement yet, it does not mean it's not happening. Spirit is still working, always, even in the quiet. So instead of asking, why is this happening? Try asking, what is this preparing me for? Because that question changes everything. So I hope I have inspired some of you, or I hope that I have given you some things to consider. If this episode resonated with you, feel free to reach out to me and share. And if you know someone who needs to hear this right now, send it to them. Because chances are they are in a slow season too. And they need the reminder. Just because things have slowed down does not mean anything has stopped. I would like to thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to connecting with you all again next week. Thank you. Bye.
You have been listening to Linda, the Psychic Pinup. Linda is a psychic medium based on the New South Wales south coast of Australia. You can connect with her via her website, thepsychicpinup.com.au, or join her on her weekly live feeds on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, all under the same name, The Psychic Pinup. Thanks for listening.